Pat Ryan, new Limerick Camogie manager. I suppose what's the initial feelings of getting the job, Pat, in such a tumultuous year?
I suppose, Jack, look, just Jesus, a great honour to manage my own county. I suppose just delighted, really. The only thing is, you just love to get out in the field, and unfortunately, the way things are at the moment, that's the only negative side of it. But look, we just have to keep positive that in a month or two that something will happen.
And look, it's a different kind of season for you. What's the preparation been like since you actually got into the job? I know you can't meet the players.
Yeah, I suppose, look, I had a short time span there to put a backroom team together, and I knew some of the lads and that, and I suppose the only disappointing we couldn't meet up, but we did a lot of Zooms. Geez, I'm burnt out from Zooms at this stage, but no, we met with a management Zoom call with the players and management Zoom call last night, and with a county board Zoom call next Tuesday. So I suppose Zoom has been our only method of communication, so that's where we're at the moment, really.
And just looking at your backroom team, just John Lillis is probably a name that stands out, the former tip manager.
Yeah.
You also have Thomas Maloney and Shane Fitzgerald. How difficult was it to get lads with everything up in the air?
I suppose, look, I had a good relationship with John. We worked in the bank for years in Tip when I worked in insurance investments in Tip and Bank of Ireland. So we used to always be talking, hurling and that. And then when we won the East Final with Fedimore, Shane Fitz was captain. So with a great bond. And then in Knockany, I'm won a county minor under me, and I managed Knockany senior. So Tom would have worked with me there as well. So there were three guys that, I knew I worked with before. So we'd have good respect for each other. So that's the reason the boys are on board, really.
And you mentioned the bank there. It's taking you all over the country. You were an interim with the Camogie team in Kerry with a few clubs, and now you're back in Limerick. It's a unique journey, but you must have an awful lot of experience from it.
Yeah, I suppose, look, like the Kerry thing, I was just transferred to Castleisle and Listowel and I was over Limerick under 15s helping them in 2012. So I was transferred then, and I ended up just getting the Kerry minor job. So the Antrim thing was different. I suppose I left Bank of Ireland, I took the voluntary package, and the year before I had been going up to Antrim, giving them an odd session, an odd weekend. And then I said, you know what, it's something I always wanted to do. When Antrim won in 1989, beat Offaly, I just thought it was such a great occasion in the hurling, someone from the 6 counties in Ireland. And, so just something I wanted to do in life. I felt life was short. I want to go up and do it. And I was at Queen's University, hurlers, and O'Donovan Ross and West Belfast. I think a lot of Patrick's Well people would remember them. They in 89 beat the Well above in Camalot. So they're great hurling people in West Belfast. So it was an adventure, and I'm glad I did it,
And just on this season again, and looking at last season, I suppose it was disappointment for the Camogie team, but there's been real growth there over the last few years. You'll be hoping to continue that.
Yeah, look, all I could do was watch YouTube videos over the last few weeks, and just I see there's definitely talent there, just to pull everyone together. But I'm trying to get players that mightn't have come in before because of work situation, college. I've kind of said, look, we'll work if they can make the structured sessions, we'll help them. Do maybe meet in ball alleys in West Limerick City, South or East, wherever they're based, even if it's only groups of 4 or 5. So we just want to support them and give them the chance to play inter-county.
And you're also the junior manager. Is that something you were conscious of taking up both roles?
Look, I suppose I looked at Galway, and Galway, they're very successful in the Camogie, and I see Colin Murray when Antrim play Galway, there was such continuity between both squads. They're all trained together, and it's a good bond. Now, it's a lot of workload for myself, but I'm hoping to get a bit of support there on that. I have 1 or 2 people in mind that'll help me there as well. So, I just think it'll be a good bond. We'll have 2 pitches of training, big crowd there. It'll create an atmosphere, and I think that's what Limerick Camogie needs at the moment.
And look, there's nothing certain in this year, as we know so far, but what are your just general hopes for the year? I know things could change in an instant.
My general hopes, is just, I said to the girls the other night, geez, when we go back, that they're all meeting, their teammates, management meeting up, that there's a buzz at training, there's an atmosphere. My main thing is just try and see who the best players are and have 2 very strong squads. I'd be taking the second team serious as well, because that's your development squad, really. So that that we're in a solid place. Limerick Camogie's in a solid place by the end of the year, and there's nothing but positive talk coming from Limerick Camogie. That's my aims for this year, really.